So my dad is a gardener and he loves to grow fruit trees. And one day we went out on the land and he was growing these fruit trees. All of the fruit trees were producing just fine besides this one tree. And no matter how much we watered this tree, no matter how much we put fertilizer in the ground and dug soil around this tree would not budge. And my dad said, the only chance of survival that this tree has is for us to uproot it. And I told my dad, I said, but that don't make sense. If we uproot it, wouldn't it cause the tree to die because it's going to be all by itself? It's been around all these other trees and all these other trees are producing. I said, maybe we just need to water it some more. And my dad said that if we continue to water that tree, it's going to do what it's doing right now, which is not producing. So my dad took the tree, we uprooted it, we planted it somewhere else, and we started watering it, started fertilizing it, and that tree started producing and it started growing fruit. And actually, that tree grew the most sweetest fruit than any of the fruit that was on the trees that had been growing there for years. And from that story, I learned a very valuable lesson that day. That just because you grow up around your friends, your family, even people you went to school with, just because you grew up with them does not mean that you have to stay with them. Sometimes it's necessary to uproot yourself from where you grew up from and be by yourself in order for you to produce and grow. A lot of times we don't produce around certain people is because they're stunting our growth because they're negative. Sometimes your environment will affect how you grow. Being around people who all they do is speak negativity to you, they're feeding you. And if they're feeding you dead words, guess what? It's going to cause you to die in the inside. So it is necessary that you pick yourself up and uproot from people that you have been growing around for years to be by yourself so that you can produce and grow. So in this season, I would encourage all of you, after you uproot, water yourself so that you can grow.